Welcome to the Final Fantasy 16 DLC, The Rising Tide. So this is much longer than the Echoes of the Fallen, which I did videos on. And it came out today, April 18th, 2024. Thank you for purchasing The Rising Tide. Your new content is ready to play. Accessing additional content. To access the Rising Tide questline, you must first have unlocked Origin on the world map, which I did, as well as completed the side quest where there's a will and prices. I did every single side quest, so those two are done as well. To unlock Kairos Gate battle content in the Hideaway's Arete Stone, you must first clear both the main game and the Rising Tide. Okay. So you can do the Kairos Gate after you beat Rising Tide. Okay. Redeeming bonus items. I'm gonna do that Kairos Gate too. It seems pretty interesting to me. Redeeming bonus items. Bonus items will be available for redemption from the system tab, the main menu, upon reaching the main scenario quest, a chance encounter. Okay. Continue. Rising Tide questline. A new questline, The Rising Tide, is now available by inspecting the reading table in Clive's hideaway chambers. Alright. We'll head on over there. Alright. Been a while since I played this. The last time I played it was Echoes of the Fallen. I guess it wasn't that long ago.
It's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up what you can.
What do you got to buy, lady? I never did the, go ahead and buy that. Well, I got stuck up on potions. I know what I did. I beat the Echoes of the Fallen and then didn't buy potions afterwards.
You'll not find a better price than that. You're rubbing me blind, you know.
You're rubbing me blind, you know.
Come again.
Alright, let's go to the reading table. I got a new thing too. What, am I missing two of these things? I thought I was missing a lot more of them. I think you get an achievement or a trophy, I mean, for getting all of them. Dust Jar, that's from the Echoes of the Fallen. What the heck is that over there? Something green on my map. Tears of Mercy. What? There shouldn't be any side quests. I did them all. Unmarked and Dear Sid. I should not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in the need of rescue, and despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disrepute, the divine has assured me that there is none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more for fear the missive could fall into the wrong hands. But if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid your journey to the Vale in Northreach and inquire with one Layla. She will surely see you satisfied.
Leviathan the Lost. Why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
No. I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there. I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed, Leviathan's dominant is in danger. And someone wants us to save him.
Leviathan?
So the Warden of Water has finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
More. The Lost moniker dates back at least that long. Even our venerable lawsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his crushing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together. Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
Controller's glitching out. I'm not even doing that. I got stick drift. What button opens the world map again? Do you have to seriously go to map? Okay, that's where we gotta go. Look at this, man. I can't even play. I have to buy a new controller. Sucks. Because they're very expensive.
To the Vale it is then.
It's not even that old of a controller either. I didn't get my PS5 until last year.
But enough talk.
Okay, here's where we're supposed to go right here.
The veil, my lord.
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
We're not here for your services. We simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
We're here about the letter.
Oh. Oh, sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically.
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent, and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Alright, we gotta head to the coastline.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep to the outskirts of town?
What if she realizes the value of the information she's party to?
And the danger it puts.
Alright, let's go down here to the coastline. But meant to get to a battle. That's what she was saying.
The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
Come on, I meant to hit X.
It's empty. Why am I not surprised? A boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to. The embers are still warm.
So you're Sid.
I suppose I must be. Which means you have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Moats of Water.
The Moats of Water.
The very tribe into which it was believed Leviathan's dominant was born. A people notable for their sapphire eyes and ivory hair. Yet that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Krieger's faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The Surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty.
So in other words, you know nothing. Not that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born. But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem, something tells me you speak in earnest. So we will do what we can for your dominant. But first, you will tell us everything you know about him and the means of his imprisonment.
I can do better than that. I can show you. Care to take a trip across the bay? My people await you there.
Lead the way.
Alright, so we unlocked a new area here. The Lost Cloak. If you manage to navigate the cloak's narrow mountaintop pass without plummeting to your death, you will be rewarded with a breathtaking view of blighted wasteland stretching from the, I don't know how to pronounce that, bay to the Sea of Grace. So, new area. Another cutscene.
All right, you might want to hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day. And that concludes our little voyage. We're here. It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
Okay, it automatically activated that obelisk for us so we could teleport there later. And we got the trophy homecoming there. Wow, look at this place.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And
Good, I want to fight.
call me Clive. Sid's is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so?
I never even did
Your Grace?
It's all the same to me.
I never did Final Fantasy mode. I need to go back and do that eventually.
I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back.
I remember how to play this damn game.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
Oh, squared. Dang, I'm really rusty with this. I did pretty good on Echoes of the Fallen, but man, I'm doing bad so far.
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then... where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreak? if I ever get careless.
And it's in for a long wait.
A lot of waterfalls in this area.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home.
Well, that's good. Let's get on over there. Another cutscene.
Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
Alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here, if you'd care to accompany me. Let's get ourselves in front of a fire, and I'll tell you everything you need to know.
It's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Alright, we need to head to Shula's village now. Way down there. The battle theme in this game, like I've mentioned in the past, reminds me of Final Fantasy VIII's battle theme at the beginning. If you listen to it. Kind of sounds like it a little bit.
Are those stones glowing? That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear.
If the surge was an act of rage,
One wonders what prompted it.
And the views are pretty breathtaking in this game. Compared to the base game. Yeah, pretty awesome. There wasn't too much of this in the original, in the base game. Squashing the bugs.
I needed that.
Yeah, fighting the mobs in this game is really boring though. Like incredibly boring. The boss fights are pretty fun though. What if they raised the level cap, or is it still 50?
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
Very linear path though. Almost like Final Fantasy 13. Okay, I guess I can't go that way. Alright, another cutscene.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
We're here in the village. We got Aetherite here, which is already triggered.
Well, this isn't at all foreboding.
This is Mysidia, by the way, which was in, well, an area was called Mysidia in Final Fantasy 2, and also Final Fantasy 4 as well. But obviously it's totally different. It's not the same Mysidia, of course. They just have the same name.
That'll be them then. Look, Nan, it's the outsiders.
Hush! It's not polite to call out.
Look, that one's got a black cape.
Oh, don't ever let him carry another barrel up those steps. Intruders! We must flee.
Okay. I'm going to end the video here. In the next episode, we'll advance the storyline again. So thanks for watching. Later.